All right, let's keep it going. The yen carry trade. A nice introduction, right? Introduce you to the yen carry trade. What is the yen carry trade? The rocket science. That's what everybody wants to know, the rocket science. But I'm going to take you through the basic scale of 100. The basics, the numbers. I don't have to know what the yen carry trade is, the definition, right? I just need to know the price and watch it respect the scale. Now, shout out to my team, my group, right? We don't want to talk about nothing but the truth. We don't want to do the clown show. We don't want to talk about people's opinions and we don't want to talk about Trump, and we don't want to talk about ICE. We don't want to talk about things that are none of our business, out of our pay grade. We only want to deal with things that are within our pay grade. I added the Japanese 10-year yield to our gauntlet, and I didn't talk about it this week, but I probably should have. Well, I woke up this morning and I was in a trade because I put my entries at the right positioning. I put them at the discounted rate, right? What's a discount? Nobody on social media is talking about the discount because they don't know what it is. I created the concept. I have to continue to pat myself on the back because nobody's going to do it for me, right? They don't care, right? Nobody cares. Shout out to Gary Radnich. Shout out to the Bay. Nobody cares. Unless it's putting money in your pocket. And if it is putting money in your pocket, are you going to say thank you one day? I'd be wondering, it's just stuff that Jedis think about, right? So what I learned over time with the Japanese yen is that it's versus the dollar. It is a currency pair because we talk about everything here. I don't talk about currencies that much because they're not worth anything. All the currencies are going to get smashed because we're life will just call you and then interfere with your messages. The sauce has to continue. It got me good that time. It got me right in the middle of my thought. But anyway, currencies are not going to fare well moving forward. There's too much of it. We call it paper dollars, the paper currency. We're going digital. And I got to get this done in 10 minutes, right? The Japanese yen versus the US dollar is what it is. You'll see, most people know USD JPY. They put the USD in the front and the JPY in the back. It's a currency pair. You put them together and then you get what's called a Forex pair, a foreign exchange pair. How many Japanese yen does it take to equal a dollar? How many dollars does it take to equal a Japanese yen? All right. That's all I knew when I first started trading was the USD JPY. Once I got to futures, I found out, where's USD JPY? What is this? JPY USD. It's backwards. Why is it JPY USD? I've never seen this before. It don't matter what it is. That's what I be trying to prove to people. It don't matter. All that matters is the price. Because if it has a price, it's going to respect the scale of 100. I can't trade USD JPY because my broker doesn't offer it. It only offers JPY USD. And you see, they're direct opposite. USD JPY is up at the top at the premium. And JPY USD is down at the bottom at the discount. They're perfectly inverted. So if you notice, when I look at the Japanese 10-year yield, because we talk about the US dollar 10-year yield, right? It's the cost to borrow it. So the Japanese 10-year yield is the cost to borrow the Japanese yen. Make sense? We don't have to know everything. We just have to know somebody who knows. And if you keep repeating it, you re-enhance what you already know. Now you'll notice USD/JPY is up towards the top of the structure, just like the Japanese 10-year yield. They are going in the same direction, while JPY/USD is down at the bottom, directly opposite. So when the Japanese 10-year yield comes down, then my pair is going to go up. When the JPY 10-year yield goes up, then my currency is going to go down. And we know that Japan raises their interest rates, right? So if they're going to raise their interest rates, that means this pair that I'm dealing with is going to be going in a downward direction. But we see the 10-year yield is now starting to fall from the top. So as it falls from the top, it is going to go up in structure, my pair. I have to follow it as such. Hence why I do these videos, is because I'm explaining something that's not being explained in social media and proving to you that I'm the best, right? So you can take it or leave it, right? All we're going to do in this community is promote the truth. And the more we can do that, the more that people will be able to get on the train, right? Is this currency pair going to go to the moon? I don't know. All I know is 64 is a discounted rate. And if 64 is not the bottom, then 6150 is the next discounted rate below 64. All I got to do is follow the scale. And you see Smurf Village in the blue, right? That's all I'm doing this for my family, is growing capital. It doesn't matter if it's a trade or an investment. I'm growing anything that allows me to grow capital. I utilize that, right? It's a job. It's not gambling. It's none of that. You have to be able to see this stuff. That's why I'm promoting it, because people are wondering where they're going to get a job. So there's so much to talk about. I can talk about the Harami pattern in the pattern, right? I can talk about the divergence. There's a divergence down there developing at the bottom at the discounted rate on the daily chart. The higher the time frame, the stronger the signal. All this stuff is developing down there and giving me the perfect reason to take the buy position. And you see, I can just set my trade there and it'll pull me in. And I under leverage. We don't want to over leverage these things. And shout out to my team, because we're always communicating. That's what we have to do. We want you to get to the business. How are we going to expect you to get to the business unless we're getting to the business, right? And yeah, the structure differences, futures, Forex, there you go. Currencies are going to get smashed. There you go. Why are they going to get smashed? Because we're going digital, right? So I have to be careful. If I believe that currencies are going to get smashed, then why would I be trying to take buy positions? I should be looking for sells, right? Yeah, I'm buying so that it can go up to the top level so I can sell. On the currencies, I'm buying to sell. On gold, I would sell to buy, right? I don't want to sell gold. Nobody wants to sell gold. If I catch a selling position on gold, I'm selling not to make profit. I'm selling so that I can go down to the buy position and catch the buy. Same thing with the stock market. I caught the sell on the Dow Jones. And as it goes down to the bottom, I'm not taking the sell to make profit. I'm taking the sell to build equity so that I can take that equity and put it in the buy position once it hits the bottom between March and April, right? So shout out to the people. That's what we do it for, not the profits. We have to be consistent and persistent. I know I talk a lot of trash. It doesn't sit well with people, but you understand, we were taught the wrong things, right? I'm doing what I want to do, and I have the right to do what I want. And I get to talk trash just like I want to talk trash, because I'm talking about that thing that has us all held down. We are slaves, but yet we want to act all high and mighty, and we want to act like we know this and know that. We really don't know nothing. We just know what they taught us. And then we're supposed to be so politically correct. Nah, we're being politically clowns. That's what we're being, right? And we're passing that generational curse along to our kids so they can be political clowns also. The buck has to stop somewhere. So there you go. The Japanese yen, the yen carry trade, that's what I'm talking about. I don't talk about it the way they talk about it. They talk about it for you to lose. I'm talking about it for you to win. We can talk about the stock market. We can talk about the crypto market. We can talk about the fuel, oil, natural gas, gasoline, all kind of markets, the currency markets. That's what we're doing. We're a one-stop shop. We can do everything, right? I have to promote it. I'm the one that does all the talking. I'm not just talking. I'm implementing the trades. Investing, trading, one-stop shop. That's what we're doing here. So hopefully you'll figure it out along the way. The best channel in social media right here. YouTube should be paying me. Oh, you can't get paid until you have 1,000 subscribers. Right. I'm not going to fraudulently build 1,000 subscribers. No, I'm going to get 1,000 subscribers out the mud is where I'm going to get 1,000 subscribers. So, and then that 1,000 will turn to 3,000. And then I might do a giveaway by the time I get to 3,000 and then 3 million. I'm doing giveaways. That's what we're going to be doing. So, but when people start understanding where you're at and who you're dealing with, and you start saying thank you, sending donations, and then we can start paying for people's trading accounts and stuff like that. It's going to come from the people. We're building this. It's Frankenstein. It's already built. All right. We just want you to get on the train and do things properly and pay forward the information for free. All right. If you think it has value, then donate. That's it. That's all. So shout out to the people. Hey.